Hello, my name is Haley Walters. Welcome back to my channel. First off, I wanted to say thank you. I just reached 100 subscribers, which is just absolutely crazy. When I first started this channel, I've been watching YouTube for years without ever thinking about pressing record myself, and really felt challenged by one YouTuber that I followed, or one influencer that I followed, and she just talked about like all the stuff that she got to look back on and all the memories that she got to look back on, and I was kind of jealous of that, and so I just wanted to do that myself. And so it's been a little over a year that I've been making YouTube videos, and I just really enjoyed the platform and kind of the medium of it. So anyways, thank you to all of you who subscribe and watch my videos, and it's just been so much fun. Today I wanted to do a first trimester update. I've been officially out of my first trimester for about a week and a half now. First I'll show you guys my belly. This is my belly after a day of eating, and we just had a big dinner, so she's definitely sticking out more than she usually does. Yeah, so I feel like I'm officially showing, which is kind of fun. I turn a new week every Friday, and today is Wednesday, so this Friday I'll be 16 weeks. Yeah, which is just absolutely insane. Maybe let's jump back a bit though. Luke and I had been talking about wanting to have kids for a long time. We've been married for 2 years as of this last March. And so we've been kind of talking about this timeline for a long time during his second year of medical school, and just like the timing for having baby. The third year of medical school or fourth year of medical school kind of just made sense for us. And so we started trying at the beginning of this last year. We were very blessed by getting pregnant pretty fast. It only took us a couple months to actually get pregnant, which was wonderful. And I know that's not everyone's story. There are a number of other people who I know who were trying along the same timeline as us. We were the first couple to get pregnant, and that was really hard for me to be in that stage, to be in that joyful, excited stage, and to just not be in that with my friends yet. Yeah, so Luke and I finding out that I was pregnant, I was 4 or 5 days late, and I was really nervous to take a pregnancy test. I had taken a pregnancy test before I was supposed to get my period, and when I was down in Texas with my family, because I really wanted to be able to tell them in person, but I ended up taking it wrong. You're supposed to like pee on it for longer, or like dip it in the pee for longer or something, and so I ended up taking it wrong, and so it came out negative. And then I was like 4 or 5 days late. I was like, oh gosh, Luke was like, maybe you should take one. And so I did. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that down below. It was very special finding out with Luke. I don't know how typical that is. We just kind of decided that that's what we wanted to do. I don't see a lot of videos on YouTube of couples finding out together, but it was just very special for us. So I'll link that video down below. Before I took the pregnancy test, I don't think there were a lot of signs that made me think like, oh, I'm pregnant. I got that question a couple times, if there was anything that like stuck out as like, oh, Haley, like you're definitely pregnant, or like, ooh, like any feelings, or like everything was like right on par with my period symptoms, and so I didn't like think that much of it. And also because we've been trying for a couple months, every month I thought, oh, like, maybe this is the month that I'm pregnant, and so I think I kind of got in my head like, oh, like maybe these are symptoms. But then the other couple months that we tried and I wasn't pregnant, I got my period, and I was like, okay, well, those symptoms are just in my head. So yeah, it wasn't any different than like my normal pre-period symptoms. So yeah, so after we took the test, we told a lot of our family, and kind of in the weeks to follow, we told a lot of our friends, because we wanted them to be praying and wanted them to know and sharing that joy. And if you haven't seen those videos, I'll link them down below. Those are some of my favorite videos that I've ever recorded and edited, and yeah, I just love having those. My first trimester was pretty easy, especially compared to what I hear from a lot of other women's stories. I only threw up twice, and it was really towards the end of my first trimester. I've always had really bad acid reflux, and that just like tripled with pregnancy, especially during the first trimester, and I'm assuming that it'll come back in the third trimester. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. I'm praying that it doesn't, but it was just horrible the first trimester. I ended up getting on some medicine that was prescribed from my doctor that's like safe for baby. I changed my diet slightly, or at least I tried to. That didn't really last that long because I wanted chocolate and fried food, even though it wasn't sitting well. And then I started drinking lemon water very consistently. Luke did some research into that, and it said that kind of like closes up the esophagus thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what the words are, but it worked. So, and now it's really hard for me to drink normal water. So, pros and cons, I guess. I also was like super bloated during my first trimester. I said this to a number of friends, but I just felt so bloated that it felt like I looked like I was 20 weeks pregnant. Even though baby was the size of like a blueberry or a poppy seed or like a lemon seed or something. Like there was no way the baby was actually showing, but I was just so bloated that I felt huge just in my stomach area. And I also felt some cramping, but I think that those are all very typical, like normal things in the first trimester. I've gotten the question if I would prefer a boy or a girl, or if I have an inkling that it's a boy or a girl. If you've heard of some of those like old wives' tales, I've heard that like over a certain like heartbeat is a girl and like under a certain heartbeat is a boy. So if that's right, then I think I'm having a girl. Really, whether they're a boy or a girl, I'm gonna take them camping, thrifting, and on lots of adventures, so it doesn't really matter. A lot of people have asked if Luke and I are going to find out if baby's a boy or a girl, and the answer is yes, we are. I think my parents waited for all of us. I'm not sure what Luke's parents did. And we might wait for like the second or third kid, but I think especially in this season with everything going on in the world and all the unknowns, it'd just be really nice to like have one thing that we can control, or at least one more thing that we can know. And also kind of just the planning of it, I guess, at least for the first one. We'll find out at the 20-week ultrasound, which is in, like a little bit less than a month. We're just very excited for that. It'll be just so much fun to know and to start planning. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a gender reveal party of any sort, but I'll definitely be posting something on social media, probably here and Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave my Instagram name or whatever down below. Feel free to go and, follow me. Feel free to go follow me over there, even though I'm pretty sure the majority of you come from my Instagram anyways. So, hello, Instagram friends. Other than going back to work remotely, the only other big changes over the last month have been Luke and I signed a lease on a new townhome kind of south of the Twin Cities, and we move in there in 2 weeks. So we've been packing up our current apartment. Luke is full-time online right now. He has his big test at the end of the summer, and so he's officially in year 3 of medical school, which is absolutely insane. Supposedly the thrift stores are supposed to open on Monday, which I'm very excited about. And we'll be doing some social distance thrifting probably this coming week or 2. So we'll be looking out for a baby thrifting video. If you want me to do the old wives' tales video, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll do a poll over on Instagram. Yeah, if you want to like and subscribe or comment down below, let me know what I can be praying for in this weird season. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!